Hello students, in this class we're going to go ahead and review how we use symbols and inequalities to write linear inequalities. So first of all, remember that the equal sign, we use them for equations, equal sign for equations, inequality signs for inequalities. So the less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal symbols are used for inequalities. But what is an inequality? An inequality is a mathematical expression or mathematical sentence that compares two expressions or expressions. And so typically the phrases that we associate with the symbols are this. For the less than symbol, we use the phrase less than or fewer than, greater than and is more than for the greater than symbol. Is less than or equal to, is at most, and is no more than for the less than or equal to sign. And the greater than or equal to sign is the greater than or equal to, is at least, and is no less than. We use this phrases when we know what sign, or when we want to know what sign to use. So let's take a look at example number 1 here. It says write an inequality in graph. So how do we translate this English words into a mathematical phrase, into an inequality? It says a number x is less than 2, strictly less than 2. And so we know that we're dealing with the number, any number that is less than 2. So that means any number to the left of 2, and we can't include 2 because 2 is not part of, the sentence says the number less than 2. It doesn't say equal to 2. So that's why we leave that circle open, because 2 is not included. 2 is not a solution to that, or is not a number that satisfies that statement. A number x is greater than or equal to 2. This is part B. And this one we do say, x is greater than or equal to 2. And so to graph this, we have to go to a number line. And because now 2 is part of the solution, it says 2 is here. 2 is part of the solution. 2 is now included in the solution. And greater than or equal to, greater than means to the right of. So any number on this side of 2 is a solution. For example, the number 7. 7 is greater than 2. 9 is greater than 2. 1,000 is greater than 2, and so on and so on. So that's why the numbers to the right represent the solutions to that statement, to that inequality. As another type of examples is we translate the sentence into an inequality. So 6 is greater than or equal to, let's start with that. 6 is greater than or equal to twice a number t, 2 times the number t. Okay, so now that we have an inequality, we can say that we are done here. Part B says 1/5 of a number m. 1/5 of the number m is less than 7. Is less than 7. So we're just translating again English into mathematical statements. And so another one, 9 is less than or equal to the difference. 9 is less than or equal to the difference of a number and 3. And so there we go. The last part of this problem is the sum of z and 5 is at most 11. So again, remember the phrase at most. It goes back to this one right here. And so that relates to the less than or equal to sign. So we know that the sum of z and 5 is at most 11. So just writing or learning how to write mathematical inequalities. Tell whether the value is a solution of the inequality. So we have an inequality here, and we're trying to figure out if 10 is a solution to that. So what we do is we do substitute the value of 10 here where the w is. And something that's really important right here is to put an question mark next to the inequality because we're not saying it's true, we're trying to check if it's true. And of course 1 is less than 15. This is a true statement. Because this is a true statement, 1 is less than 15. That means W equals 10 is a solution. So this is the conclusion. All right. Finally, well, not finally, but second to the last example here. What about n equals 1? Is that a solution to this statement? So let's check. 5, question. Is that greater than or equal to 3 times 1 plus 2? Well, 3 times 1 is 3. And so the question is 5 greater than 5? No, but is 5 equal to 5? And the answer is yes, this is a true statement. It is true because the inequality says greater than or equal. Anything that is greater than or equal, it satisfies this statement. Because 5 is equal to 5, this is a true statement, so that means yes, n equals 1 is a solution. This type of problems have many solutions, so that's what we have to state. It's a solution. It's not the solution, it's a solution. Same thing here, m equals 13. Let's check if that is equal to or is a solution. Well, 8 question mark, is that less than 8? So 8 is not less than 8. 8 is equal to 8. And because this statement here, this inequality doesn't have the equal, that means this is false because 8 is not less than 8. They're equal. And so we're going to say no, m equals 13 is not a solution. And this is how we write inequality statements and how we check if a number is a solution to an inequality. All right, keep practicing, keep getting better at this. I'll see you next time.